Isaac on the first tee, just absolutely striping his shots. Oh, talk about a stripe. That's perfect.
Bullseye hit for Heimberg.
I mean, the fans enjoy it. Two of your favorites, 3 groups in a row.
Heimberg, uphill look for birdie, and he gets it. Heimberg throwing his second. We saw Berg get caught up, wasn't able to penetrate all the way through, and Heimberg keeps it clean, and he'll have a tap-in birdie.
Not worried about OB at all, and should have a great look down at the green.
Antila has a birdie look, similar distance to Wysocki, but he converts. So Antila will move to 3 under on today's round.
Go, G.
Well, he liked that one out of his hand. Just a bullet to the basket. And a near bullseye hit for Robinson. And as they head to the tee of 8, we'll take a look. Robinson did go on to birdie on the previous hole on the 7th, so now 2 under for today's round. He's moved to 21. What trees?
So he's in a similar spot to where we saw Gannon. Clean, very clean.
Heard a lot of guys in the practice field today talking about how they threw their arm out yesterday playing that course. So we'll see who has the best endurance and who's prepared the most for this type of championship.
Beautiful shot there. And Ryan, hopefully our presenting sponsor Nzuka is going to find somebody to roll you around on a cart. That's what I'd be lobbying for at the moment as we're watching Heimberg throw his approach. Comes up just short. A birdie look. Shallow circle 2.
It's a statement putt here. Yeah, dead center. Hard. Kind of felt that coming from Isaac. Just a step outside the circle of the round. He's going to have to try to get that momentum going. Speaking of momentum, Calvin Heimberg making another birdie. I like it, keeping it just a little bit lower here. A little bit more of a direct line here for Calvin. And a better result.
Buckets, answers.
All right.
Putt of his own.
Basket's starting to open up a little bit.
Yeah, these guys are like, hey, we're at the halfway point in the tournament. Let's celebrate and get things moving.
Isn't that amazing to say that we're at the halfway point of the tournament? But starting to feel very confident. And today, hole 10 has been birdied by 62% of the field. Playing as the easiest hole to par.
Well, guess we know what's going to happen here.
63%. This looks very nice as well.
Six birdies on the card, including 3 of the last 4.
Yeah, and these players are going to really want to take advantage of 12, 13, 14, and 15. Probably about 170 left to the pin. A little flex shot here.
And then a perfect approach. Well, there is a masterclass in how to play this particular hole. No problems for Antila.
I love that Antila had to throw that little flex shot because it kind of keeps it slow. It's like nose up. Of course, he hit the pole koozie anyways, but I mean, either, had he not, it would have only been 10 feet past the basket. says 390 on the tee sign, but just trying to throw sort of a turnover, kind of hyzer flip mid-range is really all it takes. But as we've said, we're only halfway through the tournament.
Jakub Semerad with a birdie look to close out. He's going to get it. Not a bad way to finish round 3.
Jakub, what a putt. Only a few people have birdied it today, and that was a great look.
Kevin Jones from Circle 2. Give it to him.
Jump putt Jones, in effect.
He hit exactly where he needed to, trying to find the right window. Wysocki.
What a shot.
Oh.
That's the best one we've seen. We have not seen anybody get out that gap and go that far right.
And we've talked about him a couple times today. Sullivan Tipton doing some work out here in round 3. And he closes out strong. Sully, 17 under.
I mean, is it fair to say we're watching the here and now and future of disc golf?
Certainly, and Antila is one of the Finnish favorites for picking up a world title, and what that would mean hitting the tree directly in front of him.
Heimberg had 2 options there. He could have went with the little flex backhand. Decided to go sidearm, and it might cost him.
Oh, what a reaction there. Off the root and then kicks back to the basket. Had that popped in, that would have been incredible. Evan Smith looking for 5 in a row, and that's a handful right there. 9 through 13. And what a bounce back after a double and a single on 6 and 7. I mean, can you ask for a smoother throw? And that looks like it's going to be a 6th in a row.
Simon on the left side of the fairway as well. Had to go with the little flip up. Nice execution. You know, get up the fairway more than just to the corner.
He's going to come back enough, and it has the room. This is going to be parked. Just deep of the pin for Hammes, trying to get back on track. Coming from left to right and almost low line drives, and then just riding the ground to get there, where, like you said, Hammes allowed that one to flex back.
And this is left of those trees on perfect line.
This is going to be parked as well. Right there for Joey.
In the 15 years that I've known Ricky, I've known nobody better at scrambling. But even in this situation, I'm not sure it's possible.
Yep. Phenomenal.
That's a great shot, though.
He couldn't have thrown a better shot. Can he still scramble into a par? We'll see, but that's a good start. That was just incredible.
I'm going to put the percentage below 10% for Antila to birdie from this position. He's going to have to try to throw this big sidearm, but it can't break right at all. It has to just follow left. And he's gotten way up there. That's a phenomenal shot. That's an unfortunate roll backwards, but good work from Antila.
You give him better than 10% now.
Well, still not in the basket, Terry. Can the master do it again? I like it. Yes.
That tree works out just fine. I think it was probably going to be 30 deep.
If this goes in, best birdie of the day I have seen from Antila.
He's got it.
Kaboom!
Antila from 54 feet.
Out there, you see the crowd in the grass. That's the goal. So good. That's just like Ricky, way out there for Joey Buckets.
Luke Taylor. This is a par look. And Luke pars 18, just as he did in the opening round.
As it stands right now, Luke Taylor's on the lead card. Still a lot of players, not a lot, but 3 cards behind him. Very attainable.
Yeah, we haven't seen many people go to that spot. He hits off the pole koozie, curls back around. Simon right next to the pin.
And this is where he's at. Long look for birdie.
Count it.
Yes. What ice in the veins kind of putt right there from Isaac. Was kind of, he'd given up a couple strokes, 13, 14, and bam. Right back at it. Good work.
Isaac's going to have to really corkscrew this shot. This is fading left and then straightens out at the end. It shapes up much better for the forehand, but he's been throwing these really technical lines all day. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's such a magician, man. Just blowing me away day after day out here.
And every stroke matters. 36 holes left at Ivy Hill. There's Nicholas Antela, 20 under par. Great shot still. Yes, great putt by Simon.
Just lasering that one in. Full commitment, as he talked about earlier.
Just think of how bad it's been for Simon today. And if he can find one more birdie in the final 2 holes, he'll be at 20 under, tied with Antela. It's not out of the realm of possibility for Simon.
Evan Smith has a birdie look on 17. We've seen him take back-to-back bogeys on the previous 2, but gets it to drop on the 17th. His last par was back on hole 8. Welcome back. Isaac Robinson on the tee of 18.
Oh, this is butter.
Yeah, you love using that road as your reference point. Being up on that right side just opens things up and gives you a better attack to the pin.
There's been so much conversation about Isaac and his season. And to anybody who has questioned him, I say go on and live a year as the world champion. It's one of the most challenging things to do. You are under so much pressure. Everybody wants to talk to you. Everybody has those expectations. And I think for him to come through here almost 3 rounds in and to have a lead is so impressive. There's only been a few people that have gone back-to-back, and they're all Hall of Famers. It's got to sit. It's got to sit, and it will.
And it will. It'll curl over. But even interesting to see him say, I'm going to change it up. The better shot is the forehand here just to close it out. And we're not exaggerating when we say it's very rare for him to go to any forehand. Looking for a par save of his own. As you said, this keeps him on chase card.
Come on, Simon. Atta boy, great punt.
You think about Simon and carding the par even after the OB stroke and just how few birdies that were actually out here today. And he was about 6 or 12 inches from that being a birdie as opposed to the par. Hamas, the confident stroke. Certainly a disappointing performance from him today. We'll see if he can bounce back at Ivy tomorrow. And Isaac Robinson in for the par. He extends his lead by 1.
Yeah.
And remains your front runner and leader heading into round number 4. We're through day 3, and maybe the sub-story to that is we're done at New London Tech.
New London Tech was presented extremely well. That course is awesome. Challenged our players at a lot of levels, but also gave us some great entertaining play. A lot of birdies available there. But really the storyline is Isaac Robinson. He's the defending champion. I was just talking about it. He's a special guy, and I think back to the Champions Cup when he had his dad on the bag and he went on to dominate from start to finish. And I remember on hole 17, which is a very wooded hole, he never missed the center of the fairway. Tomorrow we go to Ivy Hill, completely different property. I think it's going to take some real mental and physical fortitude to win this tournament. I like Nicholas Antela in this case. I think he's making some really good moves right now. But Joey Buckets, Luke Taylor, and that whole chase card still in it to win it. You know, Ricky Wysocki, can't look too far past him either. Hey everybody, Nate Doss here, and thank you so much for watching. For more awesome videos just like this, click subscribe, hit that bell icon, and never miss a new video. And for live disc golf, come join us on the Disc Golf Network. We'll see you in the fairways.